talk about the royals, shall we? In particular, Prince William, because it is the last day of his visit to Singapore for the Earthshot Prize Awards.
Well, let's talk to our royal reporter Cameron Walker about this, because, Cameron, what is the Earthshot Prize?
Well, Prince William was inspired when he set up these awards by John F. Kennedy's moonshot, which was his vision to put a man on the moon by the end of the 1960s. It seemed completely impossible at the time, and yet he managed to do so. Now, Prince William wants to do the same thing, but with the environment and finding solutions to repair our planet within a decade by the year 2030 to A, quell anxiety amongst the younger generations when it comes to climate change, and B, finding genuine solutions which are not really going to ask or force the general population or society to dramatically change their lifestyle habits in order to protect the environment, essentially. So that's what he's been doing.
So his trip, last day today, has it been a resounding success?
I think perhaps it has been, until this morning, actually, where, it has been, but I think he was very bold this morning because he started talking about going a step further than previous members of the royal family have done when it comes to highlighting causes which they care about. So traditionally, as members of the royal family, you would be a royal patron of a certain charity, you turn up at an event, cut a ribbon, shine a spotlight on that issue, go home again. Prince William doesn't want to do that. He wants to have a lot less issues to focus on, so, for example, homelessness, the environment, but spend a lot more time really delving down into the issue and trying to create lasting impacts. Now, the problem for Prince William could potentially be, at some point, his bold vision could stray, as some people fear, too far into the political sphere. So, for example, he was talking about homelessness with reporters this morning in Singapore, and he was saying he wants to help build homes, deliver mental health support, education, employment opportunities. Sounds, perhaps, to some, similar to a political manifesto. And just a few days ago, Suella Braverman, Home Secretary, compared homelessness to being a lifestyle choice. But Prince William, I think, will know. As Prince of Wales, he cannot go too far into the political sphere.
And to some extent, this is what's clever about the Earthshot Prize. He clearly cares about the environment, but if he was to get up there saying we should tax this or we should ban that, that would seem very political. Whereas he can be around he can be in Boston in the States, he can be in Singapore in East Asia, and he can sort of say we're going to come up with new marvellous technology and that'll move us all forward. That is perhaps less in the weeds of politics. Perhaps he's got more of an issue when it comes to policy on homelessness, which does seem more contentious and perhaps more current.
I think what Prince William does well is getting different sectors of society around the table talking to each other in order to deliver that change. So, for example, the Earthshot Prize, all these different solutions on their own probably won't make much of a difference, but by putting all these people in the same room, it scales up these solutions in order to make changes, as it were. When it comes to homelessness, of course, that could be quite a contentious issue. Earlier this year, he actually launched something called Homewards, which is a 5-year project to prove that homelessness can be eradicated within the United Kingdom. But instead of him, as you say, on a stage, driving those changes, forcing people to do X, Y, and Z, he's getting different people, around the table and different experts to talk to each other in order to try and deliver that change. I'm also told that he doesn't just turn up and deliver these speeches. There's a lot of work he does behind the scenes, which we don't see on camera, in order to deliver these changes. But at some point, he'll be king, and it will very much be his duty as head of state.
Yeah, a difficult tightrope to walk there, I suppose, wanting to make change but also not be political.
Thanks very much, Cameron.